Ready? All right, perfect. I love this energy in the chat box. Keep giving me this energy so that I can keep my energy levels very high. If you give me energy, I'll keep my energy levels very high and give you a lot of tricks and make you a Power BI expert. All right. Super ready, big ready. Okay, perfect. Without any further ado, let's start off. How do we start off? The first thing that we do, if you have already, okay, if you have already downloaded Power BI in your system, okay, just simply go to Windows and search for Power BI. Search for Power BI desktop. Okay, search for Power BI desktop in your system. Okay. Okay. So once you search for Power BI desktop in your system, you will have a box like this. You will have a box like this. All right. Okay. Has everyone gone to Windows and clicked on Power BI desktop? Yes. For people who have not downloaded Power BI, just note it down. Okay. Once you do this, you will have this sort of a screen. Over here, you get this green dialog box. Okay. Over here, you have two options. Either you can, buy a license. If you want to use a very professional level, you can, buy a license, create an account, etc., etc. But if you want to use the free version of Power BI, what do you need to do? You simply need to click on the X button. Simply need to click on the X button over here, and this dialog box will go away. Okay, this dialog box will go away. So now you are using the absolutely free version of Power BI. Once you click on that X button, you are using the completely free version of Power BI, and I am also doing that. You can see I am not signed in into my account. I am also using the free version of Power BI. Okay. Okay, clear so far? Can I get a clear in the chat box? Very simple. Just go to Windows, type in Power BI, open Power BI, click on the X button in the green dialog box. Clear? Now, guys, this is where everything happens. This is the Power BI desktop that we are working on, the free version. Okay, the free version Power BI desktop that we are working on. Okay, now there are 3 to 4 components of the Power BI desktop which I'll be explaining you right now. Okay, the top part. Okay, the top part of Power BI desktop. This is called a ribbon. Okay, the
Ribbon.
top part of this Power BI desktop is called a
Ribbon.
ribbon. Okay, in this ribbon, you have multiple options like file, home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, help. And then you have inside each of these tabs, inside home, inside insert, inside modeling, you have a lot of different tabs inside this as well. But this particular portion of the Power BI desktop window is called as a ribbon. Clear? Can I get a clear in the chat box if it's clear? What is a ribbon? This everything above this particular line where I am scrolling my mouse, everything above this particular line is called as a ribbon. Clear? Clear with ribbon. Okay, perfect. Now, whatever is there in this particular box, you can see a rectangle over here. Okay, what you can everyone see this dotted rectangle over here? Yes, this is called as a canvas. Okay, this is called as a canvas where all the magic happens. Okay, inside the canvas is where all the magic happens, and you will be able to make completely stunning looking visualizations inside this particular canvas. All right, clear? Clear? So this is the canvas. Then you have various page numbers over here on the bottom. Page number 1, you can add new pages as well. Simply click on this button, you will be able to add more pages. If if you want to change the view from desktop view to mobile view, you can do that as well by simply clicking on mobile view layout over here, and your entire system will be represented in the form of a mobile view. And that way you will be able to spell canvas very simple, CANVAS. Clear? All right, so this is the page number, this is the view, this is the canvas, this is the ribbon. And over here on the right hand side comes the pane. Okay, it's not the physical pain thing I'm talking about, it's pane. Pane. All right, pane. Whatever you see on this right hand side. Okay, there are three panes in Power BI. There are three panes in Power BI. One is a filter pane. Okay, it might be hidden like this in your system. So there is this arrow right which is pointing towards left. Simply click on it and you will be able to see the filter pane. Okay, this is the visualization pane and this is the data pane. So there are three panes inside Power BI. All right, clear? There are three panes inside Power BI. This is the canvas, this is the ribbon, this is the page number. Clear so far? Sir, not audible. Is that the case with everyone? Can everyone hear me perfectly fine? Can everyone hear me perfectly fine? Yes, perfect, right? So if you're not being able to hear me, try to refresh your system, try to rejoin or change your earphones or something. It will work. All right. So what is a pane? Pane is basically so Power BI is not a coding software. Okay, it's a drag and drop software. So you don't need to learn any sort of coding for Power BI. You will be able to create completely perfect looking visualizations. And all of this is possible with the help of pane. If you need to filter data, you need to use the filter pane. If you want to create a visualization, a specific sort of visualization, then this particular pane is for you. If you want to insert any sort of data into your visualization, then this particular data pane is for you. All right. All right. Clear now?
Yes, sir,
Pane.
clear.
Please provide recorded. No, this is a completely live session. I want you all to attend it completely live with me. If you have, try to follow along with me, practice along with me, take down the notes because later on it will become very difficult for you. So it's a live session where we want to create this visualization together. I will give you a certain task as well to do as homework that you can do after the session. All right, could you please repeat once more? Okay. Whatever is there on top of this is called as a ribbon. This particular portion is called as a ribbon. Don't worry, I'll be giving you certain notes for this as well after the session. I'll be giving you certain notes for this as well after the session. All right. So this particular top portion is called as ribbon. This particular portion, the white portion, is called as a canvas. Okay, it's called as a canvas. This particular white portion, whatever you see inside this rectangle, is called as a canvas where all the magic happens. These are the page numbers, and these are the three different sort of panes. One is filter pane, visualization pane, data pane. All right. Is everyone clear so far? Can I get a clear in the chat box if you are completely clear so far? These were the very basics. Now we'll move on to the next stuff. Clear? Clear. Perfect, guys. Clear, boss. All right. Perfect. So this was this so far. Now you might be wondering how does you might be having this particular question that how does data flow into Power BI? Okay. So what is the common thing that you do in Excel? What happens? You if you want to have data in a specific Excel sheet, what do? You copy that entire data and paste it in Excel, right? You
Right.
copy that data and paste it in Excel, right? Yes.
Yes.
Import or copy. Yes. Import or copy. Perfect. Yes. Now in Power BI, that does not happen. Okay. In Power BI, it does not happen. What happens in Power BI is that data flows into your system just like electricity into your house. What happens to get electricity in your house, there's a powerhouse, right? There might be a powerhouse in your society or in your locality, and from that powerhouse electricity flows in the via wires into your houses, right? Electricity flows via wires into your house, right? From the powerhouse. Yes. Can I get a yes in the chat box if you're completely clear how electricity flows? Very simple. I'm not giving you the physical, the physics behind it. I'm just telling you the very simple concept behind powerhouse, wires, electricity flows into your house, right? Similar concept you can apply in Power BI as well. What happens in Power BI? Let's say if you have a data source, it could be in the form of a HTML, it could be in the form of a Excel, it could be in the form of a SQL. Let's say you have a data table. Okay, if you want to flow data from that data table into Power BI, there are electrical wire connections which needs to be established. That is how Power BI works. Can anyone tell me why Power BI works like this and not in a copy paste fashion? Why can't you simply copy paste data from wherever you are taking it and directly put it in Power BI? Don't know? Not yet? No, no, I don't know. Uh, Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Shravya answered it absolutely right. I see a couple of more correct answers for dynamic nature of the visualization. What do I mean by that? If data flows via via wires into Power BI. Let's say if you change anything in your Excel, let's say if you delete one column, delete one row of your Excel, or add more rows, add more columns into your Excel, that data will automatically be applied to your Power BI visualization. This is the power of Power BI, that it is dynamic in nature. How awesome is this? Can I get an awesome in the chat box if you feel that this feature of Power BI is awesome? Awesome. Yes. Yes. Awesome. 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 Yes. So that way you will be able to build dynamic visualizations. If your Excel table is updated, automatically your visualization will also be updated. As simple as that. Okay. Now, all right. So, for the sake of today's, case study that we are discussing, the example which I told you about, let's say if you coming Monday, if you have a meeting with your boss and you need to show a visualization, I have prepared a Excel table for you guys, a data set for you guys, which I want, you all to look into. I will be sharing it in the chat box as well. I'll ask my team member to share the data table in the chat box as well. You guys open it. I will also open it in my particular system. All right. Let me open it in my system. Didn't receive it yet. Wait, I'm asking my team member. Uh, Agastya, can you please, send a data set? Yeah, I think it's there. It's there. I think people, can you see it now? It was already shared via WhatsApp. Yes, we had shared it via WhatsApp as well earlier. So if you have it over there, you can open it from there. If not, you can open it now as well. Okay, you simply need to click on that link and this particular data set will be downloaded. Can you all see the data set on my screen? Can you all see the data set on my screen? Send data set on WhatsApp. It was sent earlier as well. Okay, I'll ask my team member if you can share it over WhatsApp once again. Share the data set over WhatsApp as well once again. All right. Will that be fine? Yes. You all can see my screen. Perfect. Okay. So let's discuss the data set first. Okay. Let's discuss the data set first. Let's try to understand what is exactly there in the data set that we are looking to, make a visualization of. All right. So column number A is order ID. Okay, so order number 1, order number 2, order number 3, like there is serial number for any type of purchase you do. Let's say if you purchase anything from Amazon, there's a order ID, right? Similarly, this is the order ID that we are talking about. All right, so that is column number A. How can I open dataset in Power BI? We'll be coming to it next. Don't worry, we'll be coming to it next. Okay, so that is column number A. Column number B is order date. When was the order placed? Very, very simple. Column number B is when was the order placed. Who was the customer who placed this particular order? That is column number C. Talking about column number D, which city the order was placed from? It was placed from Stockholm. Ruby Patel placed the order from Stockholm in 2000 on 1st January 2017. Country was Sweden. State was Stockholm. Again, region, which part of Europe? North Europe, Central Europe, southern part of Europe. Which part of Europe was the order placed from? Order ID should be unique. Absolutely. Order ID is unique. Now, what is the segment? So basically, the order which Ruby Patel has placed, what is the segment it belongs to? It could be a home office equipment. It could be a consumer of equipment. Or where basically what is the purpose of that order? It could be for home office, for consumer, for a corporate order. It could be for anything. Depending on what who has placed the order, this particular thing will be decided. Now, shipment mode. In Amazon, you see Prime, normal delivery, Prime delivery, things like that, right? Similarly, what is the shipment mode? Was it a economy order? Was it a economy plus order? Was it a priority order? Was it a immediate order? This has been detailed in column number I. This has been detailed in column number I. Okay. Now talking about column number J. What is the category of the order? It could be a office supply. It could be a furniture. It could be a technology item. It could be any of it. And this is the category of the order. Now comes the subcategory. Was it a paper? Was it a bookcase? Was it an art thing? Was it a was it under the bookcases segment subcategory? Was it under binders? Was it under tables, etc., etc.? There are various subcategories, and the data also shows us that the order which Ruby Patel or any of the customers placed, what is the subcategory they belong to? Okay, now talking about product name. So what is the exact product they place the order for? Enermax note cards, premium, Dania corner, shelving, traditional. It could be any of the items which the company is selling. So what is the product that they exactly sold? The customer, what is the product they bought? Now comes cost. What is the cost of one such product? So Enermax note cards cost 9 rupees to the company. The sales price is 45 rupees. Then profit becomes sales minus cost, which is 45 minus 9, which is 36 rupees. And the quantity Ruby Patel ordered for 3 of these items. So this is how you can see all the things that we are looking for there in the table right there in front of us. I hope everyone is clear with the data set. I hope everyone is clear with the data set. Clear, clear, yes, clear, 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 clear. Perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect. Clear. Very simple data set. Don't not very complicated. Can you explain quantity? Quantity is the number of products. Like, sales price of one product 45, cost product of one product 9, profit was 36. What is the quantity of the products? Number of note cards which Ruby Patel ordered for. Clear? Perfect. 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 All right. So this is about the data set. Now comes, we need to flow this data set into Power BI. We need to flow this data set into Power BI. Correct? Yes? That's the next natural step, right? Flowing this data into Power BI. Yes? All right. Now, how do you connect your data set via these wire connections into Power BI? That comes under the ribbon section. Okay. In the ribbon, you will be seeing this particular, area. You will be seeing this particular area. Okay. Between these two vertical lines. Get data, Excel workbook, One Lake Data Hub, SQL Server, enter data, Dataverse, recent sources. So these are various data sources via which you can get data into Power BI. Okay, let me simply click on get data and you will see so many options. You will see so many options. Excel workbook, Power BI dataset, data flows, Dataverse, SQL server, text CSV analysis services, web, or data feed, blank query. These are like a lot of data sources which you can see via which you can connect your Power BI. Do you think that's all? Do you think that's all? That is not all. If you click on more, you will see hundreds of places via which you can connect data into Power BI. Okay, it could be a HTML, it could be a text, it could be a CSV, it could be a Excel workbook, it could be a SharePoint folder, it could be a PDF, it could be anything, and you can connect data, into Power BI via any of these methods. Okay, via any of these methods. Let me simply click on Excel workbook, because 90% of the times, let me tell you, 90% of the times you will be requiring it to connect via Excel workbook itself. How many data sources here? It's very vast. I don't know. It's a lot. I can tell you it's a lot. Okay.
Ah.
All right. Moving forward. So maximum number of times you will be needing to connect with the Excel workbook, and that is what I'll be doing right now. I clicked on Excel workbook. Over here, I'll need to click on Power BI dataset. Okay. Once I click on open, guys, keep observing on the screen what happens. Okay. Once I choose the Power BI dataset which I've shared with you guys, let me simply click on open. Okay. Let me see. What did you see that dialog box which had come in between? Did you see that dialog box which had come in between? It showed connecting. It showed connecting. How many of you saw it? How many of you saw that connecting dialog box? Me, yes, me. No, I did not. Me. Okay, let me try to do it again. Let's see if we get it now. I'm not sure whether we will get it now, but let's see. Okay, Excel workbook. I'll click on Power BI dataset. Let me click on open. Let's see if we get it now. Okay, we did not get it now, but there was a connecting data box, a connecting dialog box. Okay, so that connecting means it is connecting that particular Excel table to Power BI. And now, if you edit anything in the in this particular Excel file, everything will be reflected in your Power BI window. That is how awesome it is. That is how awesome it is. So here too in my system. Superb, superb. Very awesome. Now see, this is the data set. Over here, you need to, let's say if your Excel sheet has multiple sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, it will show you all the sheets. And you need to choose whichever sheet you want to connect Power BI to. Okay. In our case, we just had one. We just had one sheet, right? Which is named list of orders, as you can see over here. That is why you're just seeing list of orders over here. Let me choose list of orders and then click on load. Okay, transform data will help you modify this data over here itself. Let's say if you don't want to modify data in your Excel, but you want to modify it over here, you can do that as well using transform data. But you can simply click on load and and uh, okay, see, all of this data set is being uploaded, and you can see here in the data pane. Can everyone see my data pane? List of orders CSV is right over here. And once I click on this particular arrow, you can see all the columns. Okay, all the columns which were there in my Excel table has been connected to my Power BI window. As you can see right over here. As you can see right over here, you can see all the columns from my Excel being connected to my data pane right over here in Power BI. Load button is not enabled. Why so? I'll be telling you why you are not being able to see the load button. You might not have chosen. Wait, I'll just show you. Load load button will not be, it will be grayed out. You will not be able to choose it if you don't choose the sheet. So you need to choose the sheet, and then only load button will be working. Now clear? Now clear? Clear? Very simple. Thank you. Very easy to understand the way you are explaining. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Clear so far? It needs internet connection? No. Whatever we are doing right now, it's an offline version. Data and visualization pane is hidden. See, my filter pane is hidden. If any of your pane is hidden, there will be an arrow over here. You simply need to click on it and your pane will be visible. All right. All right. Perfect. 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 Won't we transform data? We don't need to. If you have to do it for your data, you can do so. Okay. Now you have connected your data source, which is your Excel table over here. Now we want to create a visualization, right? Do you want to see the visualization which I had created for this particular Excel table, which I could probably present to my boss in the meeting? Do you want to see that visualization? If I get enough yeses in the chat box, then I'll show it to you guys.
No, we don't want.
Yes, yes. Okay, I see enough yeses. So I'll show it to you. I'll go to File, I'll click on Open, and then I'll click on this A1 Corporation dashboard, which I had made earlier. Okay, which I had made earlier. Let me show it to you guys. It's loading. I think it will take a couple of seconds. Let's just wait for it. And it has loaded. Uh, All right. It's right there in front of our screen. Okay, it's right there in front of our screen. This is the dashboard which I had created, which I can present in front of my boss, which has the sales thing written, which has the cost of the company, the total profits of the company, the various customer names, what are the sales that they have provided to the company, what are the costs, what is the profit that the company has made from each of these customers, the sum of sales, sum of cost, and sum of quantity by subcategory, then a pie chart to represent it, then there's a line chart to see the count of order ID by year, quarter, and shipment mode as well. Then there's this map, there's this map visualization, which you can see right there in front of your screen, where you can see the quantity of the orders that the sum of sales of the orders country wise as well in the form of a map. If your boss wants to see it in a form of a map, you can show this as well with the help of this particular visualization. How cool is this? Can I get a cool in the chat box if you think that the visualization which I'm showing right to you in front of your screen is very, very cool, and your boss will be thoroughly impressed if you can show something like this to your boss? Will your boss be impressed if you can show something like this to your boss?
No.
Yes? Yes? Cool, 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 super cool. Yes, you can make a lot of more modifications. I have made a simple dashboard, yet a very explanatory one, which via which you can basically get all the information that you're looking for. Get all the information that you're looking for. See, and it's an interactive dashboard as well. If I choose any of the places, if I choose anything, the dashboard is responding to it. Let's say if I click over here on the country Germany, all the matrix has been changed to Germany. So it's an interactive dashboard with changes, and you can whatever question your boss asks you, you can simply show it right over here in the form of this particular dashboard. As cool as that. As cool as that. Do you want to make such a dashboard right here in this particular session? Do you want to make this sort of a dashboard right here in this particular session along with me? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Udaraj. Yes. Do you want to make this dashboard? Come on, guys. I want energy in the chat box. Yes. Do you want to make this sort of a dashboard right here along with me? Yes, come on. Let's try to make this sort of a dashboard right here in this session itself. Okay, the first step we have already done. We have connected our data set into Power BI. Okay, now we'll start off with making the visualization. Okay, to make this sort of a visualization, you need to make a lot of tiles. Okay, what is a visualization dashboard? It is a collection of a lot of tiles. You can see right there in wherever you might be sitting, there might be tiles or marbles which would be there. So what is a floor? A floor would be a collection of tiles, a collection of marbles, and that is why it is looking the way it is, right? So similarly, if you have to create a dashboard, you need to make it as a collection of tiles. Okay, you need to make it as a collection of tiles. All right, so what are the various tiles that you can have? You can see it in the visualization tab. You can have a bar chart, you can have a column chart, a pie chart, you can have a a Python visual, you can have a R script visual, you can have a lot of things, as you can see right there in front of you. But how to make all of this? Let's try to learn it one by one. Okay, let's try to learn it one by one. All right, the first thing that you'll be doing, the first thing that you'll be doing, so you can insert a card visual. What is a card visual? A card visual is basically a tile which shows one particular number. It just shows one particular number which is very, very important to the company. Can you guys tell me one such number which the boss would be highly interested to know and which would be very important to the company? Profit, sales, turnover, volume, profit, sales, cost, number of sales. Wow, I think most of you have answered it very right. So card, like as I mentioned, card visual is a tab, is a rectangle box which shows one particular number. Okay, and revenue, cost, profit. These are certain things which the boss would be highly interested to know in the form of in the form of a card visual. Okay, so first thing that we'll be doing in order to make this sort of a visualization is entering a card visual. Okay, how can you enter a card visual? You simply need to go to the fourth row in the visualizations tab. In the fourth row, the fifth icon which is there, fourth row, fifth icon, third, fourth, fifth. This is the card visual. You simply need to click over here and you will have a card visual entered on your screen. Okay, you will have a card visual entered on your screen. Okay, and Power BI, guys. Power BI is a complete drag and drop software. You don't need to learn any sort of coding. It's a drag and drop software. Okay. So as you can see, I am being able to move this card visual to any place in my canvas. Okay. So over here, and you can resize it as well. As you can see, I am doing right there in front of you guys. Okay. So let's say I want to have this sort of a card visual over here which shows revenue of the company, which shows revenue of the company. Now, what do you need to do? What do you need to do in order to show revenue? Simply click on this card visual. Step one, simply click on this card visual. Okay, for revenue, what will you do? You simply need to drag sales. Okay, it's as I mentioned, it's a drag and drop software. In the data pane, you will see sum of sales. You will see a column like this, sum of sales, and you will see a fields tab over here. So you simply need to drag sales from here to the fields tab, just like what I did. And boom, boom, you can see the revenue of the company in the form of a card visual right there in front of your screen. Right there in front of your screen. Can you repeat card from scratch? Okay, let me do it. I'll delete it. I'll delete this card visual. What you need to do, go to the visualization tab, the visualization pane, fourth row, fifth icon. This is the card visual. Just place it wherever you want on your screen. Resize it as you want on your screen. Okay, resize it as you want on your screen. And after that, click over here, click in the card visual. Then whatever you want to show, just drag from the data pane to the fields button in the visualization pane. See, I'm simply dragging it and dropping it over here, and I have the sum of sales right here in the card visual right in front of me. Clear? Clear? Can I get a clear in the chat box if you're completely clear so far? Clear, 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 super clear. Okay, clear, 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 crystal clear. मजा आ रहा है. Okay, Mayank says मजा आ रहा है. Who all are having fun? Who all are having fun in this session? Me. Learning in a fun way for the first time. That is superb. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So this was, we got sales in the form of a card visual. Sales in the form of a card visual. But one thing over here, what can you see over here? Are these two numbers same? 1 million and 1.3 million. Are the numbers same? No, right? 1 million and 1.3 million is not the same. What do you think could be the issue? What do you think could be the issue why we are not being able to see 1.3 million over here? No, it was the same data set. Decimal point. Dinesh has answered it absolutely correct. Kudos to Dinesh, and a couple of you also have answered it absolutely right. It's the decimal point. Okay. Over here, the decimal point may have been set to 0. Over there, it was set to 1. So I'll again click on this card visual. What I'll do, I'll go here into format your visual. Okay. I'll go into format your visual. Okay. Over here, you will see two options. One is call out value, one is category label. You need to click on call out value. Simply click on call out value. Over here, you will see the value decimal places. I can increase the decimal places to 1 and you have 1.3 million right in front of your screen. Right there in front of your screen. All right. Please answer my question. Guys, I'll try to answer all your questions towards the end. For now, because there are so many of you, I would request all of you to follow along with me and note down everything. For your questions, I'll try to answer your questions towards the end. All right. Because if I start answering each and everyone's questions right now, then you won't be able to, the pace of the class will not be maintained. All right. Is everyone with me on this? Does everyone agree that this is the right way to go about it? Yes? Yes? Aligned? Agreed? All right, perfect. I'll try to answer the questions towards the end. All right, perfect. So 1.3 million is the sum of sales. Now, what else do you think different? If you want to increase the number of decimal places, let's say if you want more decimal places to be shown to your boss, you can simply click over here and you will see more decimal places as well. And you can increase it further as well. But I think one decimal place is good to go for this particular because we are trying to replicate that dashboard. So you can choose this and you will be having your first card visual ready. All right. Sum of sales showing only 1 million because your decimal place is not correct. Okay, go click on this card visual, go to format, click on call out value and increase the number of decimal places to 1. Okay, now what else is different in this card visual? Over here it is written total sales. Oh, for you it is written as sum of sales, right? Is everyone seeing sum of sales in your dashboard instead of total sales?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Do you want to know how to change this sum of sales into total sales? Do you want to know it? How to do so? Yes. Yes. For me, it's just sales for whatever you are getting. If you want to change it, what you need to do, just simply go to sum of sales over here and double click on it. Just simply double click on it and you will be able to edit it. You will be able to edit it. Let's say I want to do total sales. I write total sales over here and done. You can see now it's total sales, right? Clear? Will it make any changes to Excel? No, it will make no changes to the Excel. Data is flowing from Excel into Power BI, not from Power BI to Excel. Okay? Please repeat. Okay. I'll go to the card visual, go to total sales, just simply double click and edit it. Simply double click and edit it. If you're not being able to double click, click on this arrow and click on rename for this visual. Again, this thing will appear. You can now edit the total sales into whatever you want. All right. Clear so far? Can I get a clear on the chat box? Clear? Perfect. All right. Moving forward. So now you have the revenue in front of you. How to make it blue? we are not formatting. We'll be learning all the formatting towards the end. Right now the focus that we'll be having is towards creating all of these charts, and then we'll be looking into formatting towards the end as well. All right, please repeat again. Okay, I'll not repeat it for sales. Let me repeat it for cost. Okay, let me repeat it for cost. What I'll do, I'll simply click on card visual icon once again. I'll simply click on card visual icon once again. I'll go over here, place the card visual icon beside my sales icon. Okay, I'll place it right beside it. Over here in this card visual, what I need to do, guys? You tell me, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Drag cost, absolutely. Okay, I'll drag cost from here and put it into field. And you can see that I have my cost right over here. Okay, now if I need to change the name of sum of cost, what I'll do, I'll simply double click over here, change sum of cost into total cost. And if I need to increase the decimal places, I'll go again over here, click on format your visual, click on call out value, increase the number of decimal places by 1, and done. And done. We have to select which card? Fourth row, fifth column. Fourth row, fifth column, that is the card visual. You can see over here it was also into 1 decimal places, 640.6k. Over here also it is 640.6k. So we have made 2 card visuals so far. All right. All right. It's still sum of cost. No, yeah, sum of cost. Okay, wait, late. I'll just change it. Total cost and simply click on enter. Now is it fine? Now fine? Yes. I'm not being able to drag my card visual. It should work. It will work. Card visual, you will be able to drag. See, I'm just dragging it right. I'm being able to drag it anywhere on my screen. Okay. Now you need to make a profit card visual as well. Now you need to make a profit card visual as well, as you can see over here, right? So don't you find the process is very tedious? Like each time you need to increase the number of decimal places to 1, etc., etc. Once you have already done it, would it be nice if you can simply copy paste the card visual with all the formatting? If you can simply copy paste the card visual with all the formatting, do you think it will be nice? Yes. Please repeat the second card visual. It is exactly the same as first card visual. Just instead of sales, I have dragged cost. Instead of sales, I've dragged cost over here. Apart from it, everything is same as the first card visual. All right. Will it be nice if you can simply copy paste it? What I'll do in that case, I'll just click on this card visual. I'll do Control C, which is for copy. I'll click on Control V, and I have one more card visual. Okay, I have one more card visual which shows all of this. I have one more card visual which shows me the total cost, and as you can see over here, if I go to format and call out value, the number of decimal places already set to 1. Okay, as my previous visual. Now if I need to do if I need to show profits over here, what do I need to do? If I need to show profits over here, what do I need to do? Come on, guys, tell me in the chat box. Come on, guys, I want energy in the chat box. Each and everyone, energy in the chat box. Type, whatever you feel, even if it is wrong. Even if it is wrong, type in the chat box so that I know that you are being able to follow along with me. Drag profit, absolutely. So I'll drag profit over here and done. Done. I have 627.0. Exactly as you can see over here, 627.0k as my profit. And if I need to change sum of profit to total profit, what I'll do, I'll double click over here and change sum of to total. and done. I have three of my card visuals already ready. Three of my card visuals already ready. Clear, cool so far. Can I get a cool in the chat box if you all are cool with the process? If you found it to be cool, cool, super cool, very cool, very much fun. Wow. Last wala again. Okay, last wala is nothing but you simply need to click on this card visual, copy it, paste it, drag it to over here, and instead of cost, you can put in profit over here. Very, very simple. Very simple, guys. Just try it on your dashboard, try it in your system. You will be able to follow along with me. It's very, very simple. All right. Super cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Decimals show again. Decimal, guys, I'm repeating decimal one for once more. Uh, Go click on the card visual, click on format your visual, click on call out value. You can change the number of decimal places over here. All right. Now clear. Waiting for the next thing. All right, mind. Let's go on to the next thing. So we have created the three card visuals that we were looking for. Now your boss might also ask you. Let's say if the boss asks you that Aditya, tell me, which customer gave us the maximum profits, which customer gave us the maximum sales. Show me the top five customers for the company who has given us the maximum amount of revenue in the last 4 years. If the boss asks you such question, would it be nice if we can enter a table which shows all the customers, okay, instead of showing a complete Excel to the boss? If in this dashboard itself we can show such a table which shows the customer name, the sum of sales that they have done with the company in the last 4 years. Okay, the person might have placed order in the first month, in the 10th month, in the, let's say, 20th month, 30th month. Let's say there were multiple orders placed by the company, and the boss wants to know details about the top five customers who have given maximum profits, maximum revenue, etc. If you want to show all of this, would it be nice if we can show a mini table showing all of this data instead of a complete Excel table? Would it be nice? Type in nice in the chat box if it would be very nice to show this sort of a mini table to the boss, which has so many information, which has so much information. It will be nice. Wow. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So if you want to do that, okay, if you want to do that, what you need to do, you need to enter one more tile into your system. You need to enter one more tile into your system. What is the tile? The tile is the table tile. How will you get it? The fifth row, third icon. Okay. Fifth row, third icon is the table one. Simply click on table and you will have this sort of a table right there in front of you. Okay. You can position it, drag, drop it, howsoever you want it. Okay. If you want to show something like this, you can reposition it. You can make it very big. You can make it of this size. Let us make it of this size and go ahead. Now what will you need to do? You will need to populate this table. Okay, you will need to populate this table. All right. So what are the columns that you should have in this particular table? The first one, the boss might want to know about the details of the customers, their names at least, right? So what will you do? You can drag in the name. Okay, let me find it over here. Customer name. Okay, what you need to do, just simply drag in customer name and position it over here in the columns segment in the visualization pane. And this way you have all the customers. Okay, all the customers for the company in ascending order of the in alphabetical order, basically. Double A, RN, 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 AB. Basically, in alphabetical order, you will have all the customers' name once you put customer name over here in the column section. Okay. Now, what other information would you like to show on the table? What other information would you like to show on the table? Does data in Excel sheet change as we do changes in Power BI? I have already answered this question. It does not. data flows from Power BI, from Excel into Power BI, not the other way around. All right. Product name we cannot enter over here because this is a combination of all the products. The first time the customer might have enter asked for, let's say, a mat, the next time for a electronic, next time for a furniture. It could be different every time. To show it in the column, it is not the wisest of decisions to show it in the column. What the boss would be more interested in, probably revenue that each customer has given us. So what will you need to do? You simply need to drag in sales. Okay, drag in sales. Okay, and position it towards bottom of customer name. Okay, customer name comes first, then comes sum of sales. So now you can see that Aaron Bootman has done 1635 euros of say has given this much revenue to the company. Aaron Buckingham 820, etc., etc. Now let's say the boss asks you that, who, Aditya, tell me the top five customers who has given us the maximum amount of revenue in the last 4 years. What do you think will you need to do? What do you think will you need to do? You will need to sort the data, right? You will need to sort the data. Now, how do you sort the data? How do you sort the data? Filter, sort the data, filtering, filter pane, formatting, nothing at all. It's the easiest. I'm sure your mind will be blown after you see this. Okay. What you need to do, if you need to figure out the top five customers for the company who has given maximum revenue, simply go to sum of sales over here
चल
and
पढ़
click
रहा हूँ
on sum of sales.
लैब चल रहा है
And
ले
done. Yes, guys, we are done. We have the top five customers for the company by just simply clicking on sum of sales. As easy as that. Okay, Lola Hughes gave us 7,623 euros. Alexander Bond 6961, Ashton Charles 6895, Philip Newsom 6631, Joan Smith 6424. These were the top four, the top five customers for the company, and you can show it to the boss right away in the matter of a click. How awesome is that? Do you think your boss will be impressed after you show him or her something like this? Do you think your boss will be impressed by something like this? Yes, yes. Yes. Perfect. So this was about sum of sales. Let's say if you want to show, profit as well for the company, that much, what this customer has given us, you can drag in profit as well. Let's say if you want to show cost as well, okay, you can do that as well. You can show cost as well. Let's say the boss wants to know about the number of orders as well. Okay, you can put in quantity as well in order to determine that as well. So this way, you have been able to identify, you have been able to list down the list of all the customers in the form of a mini table, which is interactive in nature, and you can sort things very easily. Now, guys, tell me a question for you guys. Let's say the boss asks you that which customer has given the maximum profit to the company. What will you do? Will the sorting impact? No, the sorting will not impact anything. Let's say if you want everything to go back to normal, what will you do? Simply click on customer name again, and you will see everything has gone back to whatever it was earlier. Rahul Kumar says, I will do this for my business. It will be super helpful. I promise you, Rahul Kumar, that you will be able to grow your company much more once you start using this sort of visualizations, which will give you proper data about your company. So that is the biggest problem why maximum companies don't grow, because they are not being able to visualize the data, see the proper data for the company. So if you do it for your company, or if you are able to do it for the company you are working for, you will be able to create a much bigger difference and able to earn much more as well. Click on sum of profit. Absolutely. Let me click on sum of profit, and we have the top five customers in terms of sum of profit as well. Ashton Charles 5397, Madison Chadwick 4703, John Basher, etc. etc. So this is how awesome this is. This is how awesome this is. Type in awesome in the chat box if you found this table to be very awesome. For ascending sort, what can be done? Simply click twice. simply click twice. If you want ascending sort, click twice on sum of sales and it's done. Cool. Awesome. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Awesome की power infinity. All right. All right. Perfect. What if we want to need to show only top five? You can do that. See, there are various ways via which you can do that. Let's say if you want to show top five only, okay, say you sorted by top five, you can simply reduce the size of your table. See, as simple as that. Ritik, as simple as that. Now I am being able to show only the top five. Nice. Very simple solution, right? As simple as that. Yes. Okay. And there are various formatting options as well. I'll show you all the formatting options also towards the end of this session. All right. So this was about the table. Okay, this was about the table. We have created the table. Now, let's say if we want to create a, a column chart like this, which is on y-axis, we are seeing the sum of sales, but sum of sales has been divided subcategory wise. Okay, for every subcategory, you are being able to see sum of sales. Let's say if the boss wants to know that, how do you do that? Via the form of bar chart or column chart. Okay, how to enter that into your system, I'll just show it to you right away. What you simply need to do right now, you need to enter a column chart, a clustered column chart into your canvas. How to do that? I'll simply click on clustered column chart and I have it. Okay, I have it right there in front of me. A clustered column chart. Okay, now I'll just reposition the clustered column chart. Let me just reposition and resize it. As you can see, I have done that. Now, once you click on this clustered column chart, you will see various options over here. X-axis, Y-axis, legend, small multiple, tooltip. I'll be explaining you all of it. But if you want to plot sum of sales versus subcategory, sum of sales versus subcategory, what do you think should go on the X-axis? What do you think should go on the x-axis? X-axis is the horizontal line. X-axis is the horizontal line. Y-axis is the vertical line. Could you please show it again? I have not done anything, guys. What I have done, I have simply clicked on clustered column chart. First row, fourth icon. First row, fourth icon. Once I do that, I have just repositioned it. Not done anything apart from that. Okay. Chosen clustered column chart, then positioned it over here, resized it. That's it. All right. Clear, clear. Are you guys with me so far? Can I get a clear in the chat box if you are with me so far? Yes, Raj, you will be receiving a certificate for this workshop towards the end of this session. All right. With me? Clear? Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Okay. Now what you'll need to do, simply click on this clustered column chart. On the y-axis, you need to have sum of sales, as some of you answered it absolutely right. If I have sum of sales, you can see right over here 1.26 million, as you we saw it earlier as well, right? If we 1.3 million, if you round it off, it becomes 1.3 million. Otherwise, 1.26 million is the sale of the company, as you can see right over here. But is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? No, right? This is not what you wanted. You wanted to see sum of sales subcategory wise. So what will you need to do? You will need to add subcategory to the x-axis. Subcategory to the x-axis, and boom, boom, we have the sum of sales by subcategory right there in front of us. And if you sum all of it, it will become 1.26 million. As simple as that. Very simple. One of the simplest ways via which you can make visualizations, very appealing looking visualizations. Nice. repeat it once again. Guys, okay, I'll repeat it once again. Click on clustered column chart. Okay, position it anywhere in your system. Let me position it right over here. On y-axis, you need to enter sales. On y-axis, sales. On x-axis, subcategory. Via this, you will be able to make this sort of a chart. And this is what I've done so far. All right. Super cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let me delete this. So this is the sum of sales by subcategory that we have gotten over here. But if you see over here, okay, the heading of this particular chart, what does it say? The sum of sales, the sum of cost, and the sum of quantity by subcategory as well. Let's say if the boss asks you that, for category, let's say art, what is the sum of cost and the sum of quantity? How will you say that? What will you need to do for that? What will you need to do for that? No, not. If you click on it, nothing will be shown. See, I'm dragging and dropping over here. It is just showing sum of sales. What do you need to do? Let's see. Let's see. If I try to add more details in x-axis, let's say if I want to, let's say if I want to know sum of, or quantity. Let's say sum of quantity I want to know for subcategory. If I add it on the y-axis, what will happen? What will happen? The chart is not showing me proper details. You can see over here that it is showing me sum of quantity is 1313, but sum of sales is 273666. Now, this is not a proper representation because this number is very small compared to this, right? So all of this is not showing you proper details in the form of a chart. So it becomes useless. Okay, that is where these additional options come in. What is a legend? What is a legend? Let's say if you want to see sum of sales by subcategory, but if you want to have a secondary level of division, let's say if you want to see via shipment mode as well, what is the sum of sales for each subcategory? So if you add shipment mode over here, this becomes your secondary level of division. Okay, it becomes your secondary level of division. X-axis is your first level of division of data. Once you entered subcategory, your entire data was divided by subcategory. Legend is your secondary level of division. What does it mean? For the bookcases subcategory, what is this sum of sales for economy shipment mode, for economy plus shipment mode, for immediate shipment mode, and for priority shipment mode as well? You will get details of all of that in this particular clustered column chart itself. All right. Are you guys clear with legend? What is a legend? Are you guys clear with legend? What is exactly a legend? Yes. Legend is a second level of division of your data. Okay. Let's say if your boss tells you, let's say, guys, a question for you. Let's say if the boss tells you that, let's say he wants to know the sum of sales for each subcategory and he wants to know the details of segment, each segment for it as well. Now, how will you do it? How will you do it? Add segment in legend. Absolutely. Nikita answered it first. Kudos to Nikita. You answered it absolute first. Then I see a lot of more answers, but you answered it absolute first. What will I do? I'll add segment to legend and done. For each segment, I'm getting the sum of sales subcategory wise. As simple as that. I will not go ahead with this particular chart because this is making it more complicated. I feel that the purpose of a chart is to make it simple, not complicated. So, but I wanted to show you what a legend does, and that is why I've shown it to you. Now, what does a small multiple does? Let's say for each shipment mode, you want to have a separate chart. Okay, for each shipment mode, you want to see a separate chart. The boss wants to see a separate chart. This is what you can do with the help of small multiple. Just drag shipment mode over here, and for each shipment mode, you will be able to see a different chart. So that is what a small multiple does. Now, but again, our purpose has not been solved. We want to see sum of cost and sum of quantity by subcategory as well. Now, how can you do that? You can use tooltips for it. You can use tooltips for it. What do you want to see? Sum of cost and sum of quantity. Okay, so let me drag sum of cost to tooltips, and I'll drag sum of quantity to tooltips as well. Okay, has there been any difference in the chart? Do you see any difference in the chart earlier versus now? Any difference in the chart? Does anyone see any difference? No, no, no. Only the heading changed. Absolutely. Is there any difference in the visualization? Come on, guys. Energy in the chat box. Each and everyone present in the session. What is your answer? Is there any difference in the chat box? In the chart? No, sir, no difference. No difference. No, 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 no difference. Absolute same. But what does a tooltip does that if you hover over the chart, okay, if I go into the bookcases segment, bookcases subcategory, do you see details over here? Do you see details over here? You see sum of sales, you see sum of cost, and you see subcategory, sum of quantity as well for each subcategory. So if your boss asks you that, Aditya, tell me the sum of quantity for, let's say, the art, subcategory, sum of quantity for art subcategory, if you just hover over it, you will be able to tell the sum of sales, the sum of cost, and the sum of quantity as well without complicating your chart. So, okay, so tooltips does not complicate your chart. It adds details of whatever you need without representing in your chart to make it simple to your organization and to your boss as well. Is that awesome? Is that awesome? Type in awesome in the chat box if you really like this feature and if you're completely clear with the clustered column chart. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 10x awesome. Loved it. 10x, 10x awesome. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Moving on to the next visualization that we have to make. What is the next visualization? A pie chart. Okay, we have to make a pie chart which shows sum of quantity, according to the region. According to each region, you need to show the sum of quantity for central region, for north region, for south region. Okay, what will you need to do? What will you need to do for this? You need to enter a pie chart. Where is the pie chart? The third row. Okay, third row, fourth icon is the pie chart. So I'll simply click over here and I have my pie chart right there in front of me. I have the pie chart right there in front of me. Okay, now, how do I populate this pie chart? I want sum of quantity, right? So over here, what was legend? Legend in the column chart, what is a legend? Come on, guys. I had answered this. What is a legend in a column chart? What is the legend? It is the second level of division. Absolutely correct. It is the second level of division. But in a pie chart, legend is the first level of division. Guys, remember this. Note it down. In a clustered column chart, legend is the second level of division. But in a pie chart, legend is the first level of division. Okay. So firstly, you need to see sum of quantities, right? So what will you do? You will drag sum of quantities to the values tab. Sum of quantity to the values tab, and you can see 15,420 is the sum of quantity. Now, what will you need to add in legend? Come on, guys. What will you need to add into legend? Absolutely, the region. Okay. You need to add the region over there. So I'll add region over here and boom, boom, we have the pie chart ready with us. Sum of quantity by region. Okay. Sum of quantity by region. We have the pie chart ready with us. And if you sum all of it, 8K plus 4K plus 3K, it again becomes 15K, which was the total sum of quantity. Super great says Karthik says super great. Very simple, right? Very simple. Yes. Can you show once again? Okay. So simply click on pie chart over here in legend and add region. Okay. And sum of quantity in the values tab. And you have the pie chart ready. Okay. Let me delete it. Okay. Done it. Those colors are autofill. You can modify it as well. Suraj, you can modify these colors. I'll teach you everything about formatting your visuals. Once we have made the rough chart, once we have made the entire rough chart, we'll be able to do so. How to delete? Simply click on the delete button in your keypad. Click on the visual and click on the delete button. All right. Okay. Once we have made the pie chart, okay, in the pie chart, by the way, in the pie chart, you can add in more details and there's a tooltip button as well. Okay. Let's say if you want to add shipment mode wise details, let's say if you want to add in more details, if I drag it into the shipment mode, you can see what is happening for each region. Okay. If your boss asks you that for each region, Aditya, tell me that for the central region, what are the different shipment modes, and for each shipment mode what is the sum of quantity. Simply drag shipment mode to details and you can see right over here. Okay, in central region, in economy shipment mode, sum of quantity was 5061 for economy plus 1743, for immediate 454, for priority 1240. Just by adding shipment mode in details over here, you can get all of this information. But do you think this pie chart is clean? Do you think this pie chart is clean? No, right? And that is why I had not added it in my pie chart earlier as well. Okay. But if you still want to add in shipment mode, what you need to do? What can you do? Add it in tooltips. Absolutely. Tooltips does not mess with your visualization. It just adds in the data and you can see over here what is happening. You can see right over here what is it happening. And you can, guys, one more thing. Okay, one more thing. Over here, it is just showing the first shipment mode, basically the best shipment mode. So that because it is difficult to show sum of quantity for each shipment mode. So Power BI, the AI feature in Power BI automatically recognizes that you want to show the first shipment mode, and that is why it is just showing that. Let's say if you want to see the distinct count of distinct shipment modes, you will be able to see it. If you want to see the last one, you can do that. If you just want to see the total count without any distinct, you can see that as well. So this is the pie chart that we have made. Okay. Clear with the pie chart? Clear with the pie chart. Can I get a clear in the chat box if you all are completely clear so far? Clear and done. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just loving it. Hussein says just loving it. How many of you are just loving it so far? Me. Absolutely me. Clear. Pakka, pakka. Best way of learning so far. Great. Best session in my life. Wow, superb, guys, superb. All right, perfect. Moving forward. So this was about pie chart. Now, this is like, let's say if we want to get count of order ID by year and quarter along with for different shipment modes. Okay, along with for different shipment modes. How do you go about doing that? Okay, you will need to, since this was a line chart, you will need to enter a line chart, right? So line chart is towards the second row. Okay, second row, first column. Second row, first column is the line chart. Okay, just go into the line chart, reposition, readjust it as you want it. Okay, reposition and readjust as so you want it. Okay, so first thing, first thing first, we want the count of order ID. We want the count of order ID. Okay. But over here, you see this particular sign is for sum, right? This particular sign, the sigma sign is for sum. Uh, for people who don't know it, this is a sign of sum. But we want a count of order ID, right? We want a count of order ID, correct? Now, how to change this into count of order ID? How to change it into count of order ID?
Double click.
Right click and change to count, right? But let's see what exactly happens. Let me drag order ID from here to y-axis. Let me drag order ID from here to y-axis. Guys, what do you see right here in front of my screen? What do you see right here in front of my screen? It is count of order ID. It is count of order ID, not sum of order ID. Till now, whenever we had clicked, whenever we had dragged anything from right, from the data pane over here, it has always, done count of order ID. It had always done sum of whatever we had dragged. And over here also it was sum. But over here in this particular line chart, when you dragged order ID, it automatically changed into count of order ID. Does anyone have any idea how did this happen? Does anyone have any idea how did this happen? Tawheed Rahman has answered it correctly. Arun Kumar correctly. A couple of more people has answered it perfectly right. Superb guys, superb. It is the AI feature in Power BI. Guys, it is the AI feature in Power BI. Okay, Microsoft, which is the parent company, which is the biggest investor in chat gpt, which is which is AI, has invested a lot into AI. Okay, and now it has integrated AI in all of its tool, like Power BI, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, etc., etc. So it has integrated all of these AI features into Microsoft in its latest Microsoft 365. Okay, in its latest Microsoft 365 version. How many of you have heard about Microsoft 365? Heard about Microsoft 365? Me. Me. It's a paid software. Yes, it's a paid software. You're absolutely right. It's a paid software. It costs about 7,000 rupees, for a year. It costs about 7,000 rupees every single year. Guys, do you want a method via which you can get Microsoft 365, which is the AI enabled version of Microsoft, for completely free? Do you want a method via which you can get Microsoft 365, as at a highly discounted price? You can get Microsoft 365 at a highly discounted price, which costs 7,000 rupees every single year. You can get it towards the end of the session. I can provide it to you guys, but I want enough energy in the chat box to know that you guys want it. Yes. I want it at a highly discounted rate. Yes. Would love that. Okay, I'll tell you a method for that as well. I'll tell you a method for that as well. All right. Excited? Excited? Wow. Need of the hour. Yes. Very excited. Super excited. Okay. Stay till the end of the session. I will tell you a method for that as well. All right. Now coming back. Okay, so this is what I was telling about via the AI feature in Power BI. You, like Microsoft Power BI has automatically been able to read that order ID. Aditya, I don't want order ID, sum of order ID. It should be count of order ID, and it has automatically changed. This is how awesome it is. Okay, now this is count of order ID on the y-axis, but you want count of order ID according to year, according to by year and quarter as well, by year and quarter as well. So what will you need to do? Like, once you can see over here in your Microsoft Excel dataset, there was no option of quarter or year. Year is there in this particular order date column, but if you need to extract here, you need to do a couple of extracting functions. You need to extract the last four digits of this particular column in order to know what is the year this particular order was placed. Right? Right? Yes. Now comes one more AI feature of Power BI. Power BI is smart enough to understand that in this particular order date, if you click on this particular arrow, you will see there is a date hierarchy button. Just click on this, and guys, Microsoft Power BI has automatically, without we doing anything, has automatically split this entire date into the year, the quarter, the month, and the day as well. Into year, quarter, month, and day, it has automatically split the entire date column into these four. How awesome it is! How awesome it is that without doing any extra effort, any manual effort, Microsoft Power BI has automatically converted my order date into year, quarter, month, and day so that I can use it, making our world easy. Absolutely, Pragada. It's amazing, superb, lot of time saving. Absolutely. And you can do this, okay, in X axis. Okay, let's say in irrespective of whatever year your data is, you want to see count of order ID, in perspective of the quarter. So I'll just drag in quarter over here. You can see, you can tell the to the boss that boss, quarter three is, most of the times quarter three is the best time for the company where we get the maximum amount of orders. Where we get the maximum amount of orders, quarter three is the best, quarter four is the second, quarter two is the third, and quarter one is very bad for the company. Now, let's say the boss tells you that Aditya, this is nice, but I want to see it year wise. I want to see the performance of the company for each quarter year wise. How do you do that? How do you do that, guys? You will be adding, you will be adding year. Okay. Add year in tooltip. No, that is not right. We need to add year to the x axis. We need to add year to the x axis. But is this right? Sorry, I added it in y-axis. Let me add it in x-axis. Is this right? This is very complicated, right? For each quarter, for quarter one, 2017, 18, 19, 20, it is showing the data for 2000, again for quarter two, 2017, 18, 19, 20, for quarter three. So this is a very complicated way. I'm not being able to see the data. Like 2017 is over here in my graph, over here, over here, over here. So I'm not being able to see my year-wise performance. So what do I need to do for that? You simply need to do what? You need to add year first and then add quarter second over here in your x-axis. And now you will be able to see your data in a very good fashion. Okay, 2017 quarter one performance, 2017 quarter two performance, quarter three performance, 2017 quarter four performance. Then 2018 quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, 2019. So this way you are being able to show to the boss that boss, each year we are growing the company. Each year we are growing the company, and quarter three is generally the best for the company, and you are being able to show all of this in the form of a chart. How awesome this is, guys! Awesome in the chat box if you think that this was awesome. Awesome. So what you need to do, add year first and then quarter. Count of order ID will be on the y-axis. But in our previous graph, what we had done, count of order ID by year and quarter, and we have seen it shipment by shipment mode as well. Okay, by shipment mode as well. Now, guys, tell me how will you do that? Okay, even before going into that, let's say the boss asks you that Aditya, this is count of order ID. If the boss asks you that along with order ID, the boss wants to know, is there a correlation between order ID and revenue? That if we increase our number of orders, does our revenue increase or not? If the boss wants to know that, what will you do? What will you do?
We will say I cannot do.
If the boss wants to know trend line, absolutely trend line. If the boss wants to know whether the revenue is also increasing with or count of order ID, so natural thing would be to add sales to y-axis, right?
Hmm.
Natural thing will be to add sales to y-axis. How many of you agree with me?
Me.
Type in yes in the chat box if you agree with me that if I add sales to y-axis, I'll be able to see that trend. Yes? Yes? Okay. Okay, I see so many yeses. Let me add sales over here. Now, you can see sum of sales you are being able to see over here, but count of order ID now has become a completely flat line. Count of order ID has become a completely flat line. Why so? Because your count of order ID is just 427, as you can see, and sum of sales is 1,34,156. So, of course, 427, it will be shown as zero itself, right? And that is why it is a flat line. Are you being able to see the trend this way?
Yes.
Are you being able to see the trend this way, the boss, which the boss is expecting from you? No,
No.
right?
No.
Then what will you need to do? There is a secondary y-axis for this. Just drag sum of sales from y-axis and drag it to secondary y-axis, and you have your result right in front of you, which you were expecting, which the boss was expecting. Okay. As
Yeah.
your order ID increases, your revenue increases for the company. As your order ID decreases, number of orders decreases, the sum of sales also decreases. And you can see this for profit as well. I'll add profit to secondary y-axis. You can see profit is completely linked to the count of order ID. So on the right hand side, there is sum of profit. On the left hand side, sum of count of order ID. And you are being able to see all of this data. Superb. Superb. Can I add a super in the chat box if you think that this was super, the secondary y-axis thing?
Superb.
Yes, super. All right. Now, if you want to see it by shipment mode as well, you simply need to add shipment mode to where? Guys, tell me, legend, small multiple or tooltip?
Legends.
Legend,
Tooltips.
small multiple or tooltip?
Tooltips.
Legend, absolutely correct.
Legends.
Okay, if I add it to legend over here, I have this sort of a graph right there in front of me where I can show to the boss that this is the count of order ID, these are the years, and for each shipment mode for economy in 2017 quarter 3 for economy shipment mode 130 orders were placed, for economy plus 45, immediate 19, and priority 34. We have been able to show all of this information to the boss in the form of this visualization. Nice. Can I get a nice in the chat box if you found it this to be nice? Nice, nice, nice. And guys, tell me if you want to show cost as well. If, or let's say if you want to show revenue as well without complicating the graph, what do you need to do? Rahul Kumar says outstanding. Wow. Without complicating the graph, tooltip. Superb, guys. Kudos to you. A clap for, give a clap for yourself. You all have been awesome. All right. Sum of sales, you can simply add to tooltip, and you will be able to get all of this information as well right there in the form of a tooltip. Awesome. So you have been able to create 80% of your graph so far, or 80% of your dashboard. Now comes sum of sales by country. If you want to add a map chart like this, what do you need to do? Let's go on to the map chart. Guys, excited for the map chart? Can I get a excited in the chat box if you're excited for the map chart? Excited. Superb. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll simply click on map chart over here, which is the fourth row, first column. Fourth row, first column. I'll drag it where I want to take it. I'll expand it. As you can see over here, what I'm doing. Okay. Now what I'll do over here in bubble size. Okay. You are seeing bubbles over here, right? You are seeing bubbles over here. So sum of sales, I will add to bubble size. Let me add sum of sales to bubble size. What do I get now? I'm not getting enough data. Okay, I'm not being able to show anything concrete to my boss via this. Okay, you'll see small dots like this, that from Paris, you can see red dots over here, right? Paris, Saint Helier, Brussels, Luxembourg. Are you being able to see the red dots over here? Repeat again. Okay, let me repeat it. First step, first step, simply click on the map chart icon over here. Fourth row, first icon. Simply click on the map chart icon over here. First step, clear? Clear? Yes? Okay. Simply click on the map chart over here. Then drag the map chart. Wherever it was, drag the map chart to this position of your screen. It says map visuals are disabled. Don't worry. If it is showing you map visuals are disabled, I will give you a solution for that as well. Okay? If it is being shown that to you, I'll give you a solution for that. But follow along with me what I'm doing. All right? Okay, you have this. Okay, let's say if your map visual is being disabled, what you need to do, I'll just repeat it. I'll just tell this once. I won't repeat it. Guys, follow with me. If you are being shown this error that my map visuals are disabled, then you need to do what? Okay, simply click on file. I'm telling this for one time only. All right, click on file. Okay, then click on options and settings. Then click on options. File, options and settings. Click on options. Then a dialog box will come in front of you. Over here, click on security. Okay. Over here, click on security. Clear with me so far? With me? File, options and settings. Under options, go to security. Okay, over here, map and field map visual, this might be disabled for you. Just enable it. If it is disabled for you, just enable it. Repeat it once. Okay, I'm repeating it once more. File, options and settings, options. A dialog box will come. Go to security. Over here, tick mark on this box and then click on OK. Tick mark on this box and then click on OK. Clear? Clear? Can I get a clear in the chat box if you are clear? Same issue, you might need to restart your Power BI. You might need to restart your Power BI. Okay. For some of you, you might need to restart your Power BI. All right. Or you can also delete your map chart. Okay. I'm just showing map chart once again, guys. Since some of you are facing issue, I'm showing you map chart once again. Okay. Fourth row, first icon, map chart will come. Just reposition it to where you want it to come. Now, if it is disabled for you, go to file, go to options and settings, go to options, go to security, and then tick mark on this box, click on OK. Tick mark on this box, go to OK. Now, okay, clear? Okay. Now add sum of sales to the bubble size. Sum of sales to bubble size. Now what is happening? Do you see the red? Let me just show it to you guys. Do you see the red dots over here? Do you see the red dots in Paris, St. Helier, St. Porter, Birmingham, Manchester? Do you see the red dots? Yes. Yes. You see the red dots, but it is not very indicative from where you are getting maximum sales, right? So for that, what you need to do? For that, what you need to do? Simply add country to your location. Simply add country to your location, and now you will be able to see the sum of sales according to the country, but with the bubble wise data. So you know France is giving you the maximum number of sales. Okay, after that Germany, after that United Kingdom. So these three are, let's say the boss asks you that which are the countries who are giving us maximum amount of revenue. It is France, Germany, and like the United Kingdom. These are the three biggest countries which are giving us the maximum amount of revenue. All right, clear? This is a super cool feature. Absolutely, Karthik. This is a very super cool feature. Super clear. Clear. Clear, clear, clear. Come on, guys. Energy in the chat box. Repeat the last portion. I've repeated it thrice. I'm repeating it just once more. Click on map chart, which is the fourth row, first column. Under location, add country. Under bubble size, add sum of sales. And it will be done. Super intelligent. What does the red dot say? Red dot says that we have received sales from this and this country, but it does not show that what is the country which is giving us more sales, etc., etc. So if you add in country over here, country to the location chart, location tab, that is when you start seeing the actual importance of this particular map chart. All right. Hello, sir. Can I get a job based on Power BI only? Absolutely. Power BI is a very, very important skill that a lot of companies look for, Raj. All right. Now, what else is remaining? Okay. You need to add a text box over here. You need to add a text box over here. So simply click on text box. Simply click on text box. Over here, you will get a lot of options. Turn on the title. Click on title. Over here, you can write A1 Corporation Dashboard. A1 Corporation Dashboard. And you can change the heading. You can make it smaller. You can make it bigger. You can increase the font size. You can decrease the font size. You can make it bold. You can make it italics. You can put an underline on it. You can do whatever you want. You want it to be middle aligned. You can do that. You want it to add a subtitle. You can do that. So all of these formatting options are present right over here. Okay, and you can resize it as well. So if you want it over here, you can do that. If you want to drag and drop to the middle of the screen, you can do that as well. All of this is possible with the help of this text box button. So I'll show it once again. Click on text box, click on the title, add in whatever details you want in the title, and then modify it as you want it. Okay, modify it as you want it. All right, guys. Wait, let me just. Let me just simply drag it. Let's say if you want to add, let's say any detail over here. Let's say if you want to write more details about A1 Corp, that it's a tech company maybe. Okay, you can write the details over here, and then you can basically resize it as well. You can make it center aligned. You can make it bold. You can decrease the font size. You can increase the font size. You can do whatever basically. Okay, you can do whatever you want with this. Basically, just simply drag and drop. It's simply drag and drop. You simply need to drag and drop, and you will be able to do all of this. Right? And if you want to remove it, you can remove it as well. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Text box on the top. Yes, it's on the top. How to delete text box? Click over here. Over here, there is this button, the three dots. Click on remove and it will be removed. Text box is over here on the top in the ribbon. Okay. Okay. Now comes we have made our entire dashboard. We have made our entire dashboard. Now comes what? Now comes what, guys? Formatting. Absolutely. You need to make it visually appealing, right? You have to make it visually appealing. So for total sales, let's say like this, you want to make it in blue color. Let's say if like this, you want to make it in blue color. What you need to do? What do you need to do? Simply click on this visual card, go to format your visual. Okay, go to format your visual, then click on general. Over here you will have all the formatting options. I want you all to explore each of these formatting options. Let's say if you go into properties, you will be able to change the height and width. You can change the positioning of this particular visual card. You can add padding to it. You can add advanced options. There are advanced options of adding layers as well. Let's say if you want to add a title to this particular visual card, you can switch on title and give a heading to it as well. Let's say if you want to add any effect, let's say if you want to change the background color to maybe let's say blue, you can do that. Okay, if you want to increase the transparency, if you want to add conditional formatting, if you want to add a visual border, basically change the color of the border, you can do that. If you want to add a tooltip over here, you can do that. So you can do all of this by going into the format button. I'll show it once again. I'm seeing a lot of you are asking for repeating, so I'll let's say I go to cost. Okay, this is what you see. You need to go to the second option, which is format your visual. Now go to general. Now go to effects. Over here, you can change the color. Let's say this, we wanted orange, right? You can make it orange. Similarly, for profits, if you want to make it green, go to format your visual, go to general, go to background, change it to green. If you're not being able to find green, you can go over here and make any other color. You can choose any color you want. Which color you are liking? This is good. I think this is good. So we can keep this particular color, and you have been able to format your visual cards. Now let's say if you want to add a heading. Guys, do you want to know how to add a heading to each of your chart like I've done over here? A proper heading to each of the chart. Do you want to know that? Can you please repeat how to color? Click on the visual card, go to format your visual. Okay, click on the visual card, go to format your color, go to general, go to effects and change the color over here. Okay, now let's say if you have to make any modifications in this particular line chart. Again, I'll go over here. Okay, I'll go to general. I'll click on title. Okay. And I will just sum of sales. So what is it written over here? Sum of sales, sum of cost, and sum of quantity by subcategory. So it's written perfectly fine over here, but I need to format it properly. So firstly, I'll do middle align. Text color, I'll change to white as it is over there. Then, font, I'll make it bold. Okay. Then I'll go to property. Wait, text color I have made white, background color I'll make black, and done. Done. As we are done over here, sum of sales, sum of cost, sum of quantity by subcategory we have gotten over here. If you want to reduce the font size, you can do that. If you want to increase the font size, you can do that. As you want, you can do that. So guys, I want you all play with this dashboard. Okay, I want whatever you have created to play with this dashboard, add in the headers as you can see. Guys, I want you all to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this ready dashboard that I had made. Come on guys, can you make a can you click a screenshot of this? Once you are done, type in done in the chat box once you have taken a screenshot of this. Done, 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 done. Already done. I want you all to practice yourself. After the session, practice yourself. on how to change these headers and these things yourself. I'll show it to you for one more. Let's say for this line chart, I'll show you. I'll go to format your visual. I'll go to general. I'll go to title. Okay. Over here, I will change the text color to white. I'll change the background color to black. Okay. I'll make it middle aligned, and then I can change the font size like this. So it's very, very simple. It's very intuitive. I want you all to practice all of this. Okay. I want you all to practice all of this. All right. Practice after this session in Power BI itself. All right. Was it cool? Formatting, was it easy? Can I get a easy on the chat box? If it was easy, easy and cool. Very easy, very cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very, very super easy, super nice. So, guys, how will you rate this dashboard that we have created? How will you rate this dashboard? Do you think your boss will be super impressed by looking at this dashboard? And once you will be, in the meeting, if the boss asks you any question, okay, any question about the company, you will be able to answer it simply with the help of this simple dashboard. Do you think your boss will be super impressed? Very impressed. 9 out of 9, 9 out of 10, sorry, 5 out of 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much will you rate this dashboard? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much will you rate this dashboard? 15, 9.5, 10, 11, 100. Wow, 11, 10, 9.5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Superb, superb, 100x. Wow, 10, 10 into 100. All right, superb, superb. Depends on boss knowledge. Don't worry. Every boss is knowledgeable. Okay, every boss is knowledgeable. You need to showcase data in a right manner. Like if you showcase data in this manner, the boss will become knowledgeable. And if the boss becomes knowledgeable, you will be praised in your company. You will be impressing your bosses. Can we add this in our CV? Absolutely. This will be a super important skill that you should add in your CV. Now, guys, I want to know what was the productivity boost after this session? What was the productivity boost you felt that, in order to make dashboards, if you had to do it in Excel or any other format, which is a much more complicated version of Excel. Do you think you got a very good productivity boost after attending this session and learning all the key features about Power BI? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Arunava. Yes, 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 yes. This is super easy compared to Excel. Absolutely. And in this, limited knowledge, in this limited time, we have gone from a very zero knowledge in Power BI to installation of Power BI to loading data, card visuals, table visuals, line chart, pie chart, column chart, map charts. We have been able to build all of this in just a matter of a couple of hours, and we have gone from zero knowledge in Power BI to making very good dashboards which your boss will be completely impressed by. Okay, and we have been able to do all of this because in such a easy manner because of the AI features in Power BI. How many of you agree that the AI features in Power BI was super helpful throughout the session, and it was very intuitive? It made our work very, very easy. How many of you feel that the AI
भूल
features in
गया
Power BI was very helpful throughout the session? Very, very helpful.
पानी दे दे
Very agree. Me. It was doing work itself. Me. Very helpful. Me. Very, very, very 100x helpful. Wow. It's a great thing. Yes. So that is what I wanted to tell more to you guys, that the AI features in Power BI, okay, the advanced Power BI features, Power Query and AI in Power BI are even more powerful. Okay. It makes Power BI even more powerful. And whatever the AI features in Power BI we learned so far was just 5% of it. Okay, was just 5% of it. Power BI has so much more of AI features that it will completely blow your mind. It is so powerful that it will actually reduce your work like anything. It will give you so much amount of free time in your life, and with a better quality of work, that knowing the AI features in Power BI becomes one of the most important things in order to excel in your work. How many of you agree with me that knowing the AI features, knowing the rest of the 95% AI features in Power BI becomes one of the most important things that you should be knowing right now in order to excel in your career, in order to excel in your job and get that next promotion that you're looking for? How many of you agree with me? Yes, yes, 100% agree. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So knowing the rest 95% features in Power BI becomes very important. And not just Power BI, guys. Not just AI in Power BI. Knowing Power BI in day-to-day world. Knowing AI in day-to-day world has become so important right now. I cannot tell you that AI has is there left, right, and center. Is there each and everywhere. Okay, you will find AI. If you need to create presentations, you can use AI. If you want to work in Excel, you can create a use AI. If you want to make visualizations, you can use AI. If you want to write a essay, you can use AI. So AI is there everywhere, and for each and every job role. Right now, if you don't learn AI is going to replace you. And this is not, I'm not just talking out of the air. It is happening right there. Okay, you can see that layoffs are happening left, right, and center. Google, Microsoft, Salesforce have fired thousands of people in the last 2 months because they are replacing their replacing their manpower with AI. Talking about IT layoffs, okay, 17,400 employees got fired in Feb globally to date. That is happening because of AI. AI could replace equivalent of 300 million jobs. Okay, that could happen. And this is a report by Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest companies in the world, has given this report that 300 million jobs could be replaced because of AI. Now, Chat GPT taking over human jobs, companies replacing, human employees. All of this is happening because of AI. So AI is the need of the hour, and this is not only for MNCs or corporates or startups. Everywhere this is happening. MNCs and corporates, they have fired. Companies like Microsoft, Cognizant, Accenture have fired thousands of employees. Startups, you will find news about startups like Indian Startup Layoff Tracker. 28,800 employees laid off by 110 startups since 2022. These are recent news about firings which are happening in company, and this is not for just data analyst or for Excel. For each and every profession, you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be a legal professional, you could be a HR, you could be a marketer, you could be a IT person, you could be anyone in the world, and AI is coming to replace you. Okay, you can see over here, AI won't replace doctors, but doctors who don't use AI will be replaced. Lawyers think robots will never replace them. Here's why they might be wrong. Okay, even engineers and developers. So AI stability AI boss has predicted that most outsourced coders in India will be replaced. Okay, most outsourced coders in India will be gone in just 2 years. They all will be gone. And this is not it. On top of all of it, it's replacing CEOs as well. Okay, a major Chinese gaming company has replaced its CEO with AI, and things appear to be going very well for them. The CEO is being able to the AI CEO is being able to make good decisions for the company. It's driving the company well towards profitability, and you can see how it is impacting employment all over the world. Okay, we, like you, me, our elders, our juniors, everyone, we are an entire generation of people who are working in jobs which are not going to exist without AI in the next 12 to 15 months. How many of you agree with me that we are an entire generation of people who are working in jobs, that if we don't use AI and integrate AI in our lives, our jobs are not going to exist in the next 12 to 15 months? It is absolutely happening each and everywhere in the world. Each and everywhere in the world, each and every profession, each and every work, AI is being integrated. And if you don't integrate AI in your work, your job is going to be replaced. So this is the hard truth of the hour, which no one is talking about, but this is very, very true, guys. Okay. And if you try to compete with AI, if you are like ki, AI mera kuch nahi bigad sakta, I am much better than AI, it's just a machine at the end of the day, we created machines. If you are someone like that who tries to compete with AI, let me tell you guys, you will lose. It's a guarantee from my side that you will lose. Okay, because AI is much smarter, it is much faster, and it is much cheaper than you. Okay, you will lose if you try to compete with AI. AI is faster, smarter, and cheaper than you. But if you try to work along with AI, if you try to integrate AI in your day-to-day work, you will win. How many of you agree that if you integrate AI in your day-to-day work, as we did in today's session, you will win because you will be able to do your work much, much faster, much easier, and in a much smarter manner. And probably you will be able to do the work of your colleagues as well. How many of you agree? Agree. So if you try to work with AI, you will win because AI can't replace you directly. Okay, AI can't replace you directly, but a person using AI will. Okay, so if your colleague who is using AI will be able, since they will be able to do much smarter, faster, and efficient work than you, then your boss could replace you if you're not integrating AI in your work. So AI won't replace you directly, but a person who knows AI will be able to replace you because they are much smarter, faster, and cheaper than you. Now, a person who uses AI is 10x more efficient than the ones who don't. Okay, a person who uses AI is 10x more efficient than the ones who don't. Now, you might be thinking, what all you should learn to become a 10x working professional who uses AI? Who has this question that, Aditya, all of this is fine. I 100% agree with you. But what all should I learn in order to become a 10x faster working professional who uses AI as well? How many of you have this question in your mind? Yes, me. Big question which I have been thinking about. Me. Okay, if you have this question in your mind, I am ready to share a blueprint with you guys that you should be following in order to excel in your, journey towards integrating AI in your life and becoming a 10x working professional. Do you want me to share a blueprint with you guys that you should be following? Can AI replace data science jobs? Absolutely, it can. Any job in the world. You tell me any job in the world, it can replace. Okay, but it won't replace directly. A person using AI will replace. Yes, please, I want a blueprint. Very fast going career. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So if you want a blueprint, here it is. You should learn how to use chat GPT, artificial intelligence, and prompt engineering for your day-to-day work. Like whatever day-to-day work you're doing, if you're attending meetings, if you're just working on Excel, if you're doing anything, you should start using chat GPT, AI, and prompt engineering for it. You should start using AI for your research and project work, for your client work, for getting better jobs. You can actually find better jobs with the help of AI as well. Okay, you can do coding with the help of AI. You can do management and team leadership with the help of AI. Okay, you can do writing and designing with the help of AI. You can do data analysis with the help of AI. Talking about management and team leadership, how many of you have heard about this statement from Tesla CTO who said that after they started using AI and ChatGPT into their system, their productivity increased 60%. 60% increase in productivity of the entire team once they started using AI. How many of you have heard of this statement from Tesla CTO? Me. Yes, I've heard, not heard. Okay, if you have not heard, you can check it out. Tesla CTO increased their productivity very heavily with the help of this. So AI can be used for management and team leadership as well. And along with using ChatGPT, AI, prompt engineering for all of this, you should start integrating AI in your Excel work. Okay, you should start using Excel in a faster, smarter, and cheaper manner where you will be able to do much more work in a very limited amount of time, hence impressing your boss. You should start integrating AI in your Tableau as well. Okay, you can create beautiful looking presentations as you did in Power BI. Though Power BI is much more powerful than Tableau, you should start using Tableau as well for all of those work. Now, how many of you have heard of this statement that data is the new oil? Data is the new oil. How many of you agree with this particular statement that data is the new oil? Now, if you agree with me on this particular statement that data is the new oil, then SQL becomes one of the most important tools that you should be learning in today's date. Why so? Because SQL is the software which stores all your company's data. Okay, all your company's data is stored in SQL. And if you're someone who has expertise in SQL, okay, if you are someone who has expertise in SQL, companies these days are paying lakhs of rupees for SQL experts who can manage their data, because data is the new oil and companies know it, and that is why they are providing such high package salaries to people who know how to manage their data, and that is why SQL becomes so important. And also, you should be learning about the AI features in Power BI. You saw how important it is. It can completely change the way you have been learning so far. It will completely change the way that you have been operating and make you a 10x working professional. Now, I want to know from all of you that who would like to learn all of this and become a 10x working professional at your office who uses AI as well? Who would like to learn all of this directly from me? Who would like to learn all of this directly from me? Come on, guys. I want energy in the chat box if you want to learn it directly from me. Yes? Do you want to learn all of it? Excel, SQL, Power BI, everything directly from me? Yes? Want to learn? If you want to learn all of this is exactly what we are coming our next masterclass up with. Okay, our next masterclass is about basic to advanced chat GPT, basic to advanced AI, basic to advanced prompt engineering, basic to advanced Microsoft Excel, basic to advanced Power BI, basic to advanced Tableau, and basic to advanced SQL masterclass. Okay, this particular masterclass is going to completely change the way you have been operating. It will make you a 10x working professional. And this masterclass is not just about learning. Okay, this masterclass comes up with number one, you get premium GPT plus GPT-4 subscription along with the masterclass for completely free of cost. Okay, you get premium GPT plus, which is the GPT-4 version. How many of you have used the GPT-4 version? It's the most powerful version of Chat GPT, which costs around 1,600 rupees, around $20 per month, and we will be giving it to you for free for a few months. I'll reveal how many months I'm talking about. We will be giving it to you for free, which costs $20 per month. Along with the masterclass for how many months? Wait for it. I'll tell you about it. Along with GPT-4, you will be getting premium Microsoft Office 365, which costs 7,000 rupees every single year. Okay, it costs 7,000 rupees every single year. You will be getting premium Microsoft Office 365 with its latest AI enabled features included, which will help you work 100x faster. You will be getting that as well along with the masterclass. Along with that, you will be learning and mastering the most in demand skills of the present and the AI driven future. You will be learning all of the most important skills that will make you a 10x working professional. You will be learning the skills on how to get a salary hike, or let's say if you're earning 1 lakh rupees per month right now, how to make it 1.8 to 2.8 lakh rupees per month, how to get that salary hike. You will be learning all of that as well in the masterclass, and you will be finally learning how to get a high paying job with which pays you 15 to 24 LPA. If you're a fresher, I'm talking about a fresher, how you can get a 15 to 24 LPA. If you're a working professional, how you can get even further with the help of the masterclass with our in-house job assistance program. All of this you are getting with the masterclass itself. Now, you might be wondering, who is this program for? This particular program is for website designers, for coders, for software engineers, for software testers, for business analysts, for data analysts, for data scientists, for financial analysts, for financial advisors, for paralegals, legal assistant, researchers, advertisers, marketers, content writers, product managers, consultant. Basically, in short, any working professional. You could be any working professional. You could be from HR, from marketing, from analysis, from IT. This particular masterclass is going to help you become the 10x version of yourself, and you could be a business owner as well. This particular masterclass can help you learn a lot of managerial skills. It can help you learn a lot of tools which will help you grow your organization very very fastly. Okay, now you might be wondering that what exactly is covered in this particular program. Is DAX covered? Of course, DAX is covered in the program. Now, what is covered in the program? Number one, how to talk to AI, A to Z of prompt engineering. How many of you know that prompt engineering will be the highest paying AI job according to World Economic Forum? How many of you have heard this, read this from World Economic Forum, which has openly declared that prompt engineering will be the highest paying job of, after it was launched last year? How many of you know that prompt engineering will be the highest paying job and the World Economic Forum has declared it? Just Google it and you will be able to find it. Okay, and I'm not talking about of thin air. You can see just Google prompt engineering salary and you will see all of these screenshots. AI prompt engineering is the new big career with an annual package of up to 2 crores. Okay, hottest job of 2023 with 2 crores salary. AI prompt engineering. AI prompt engineers earn up to 300,000 salary. Here's how to learn prompt engineering. Average package of in India, prompt engineers are getting paid an average package of 17 lakhs for freshers, and in the US it's 2.5 crores. That is the craze prompt engineering has. And this is just a couple of screenshots. You can find more details. Just Google it. You will be finding much more details. Prompt engineer and librarian salary of 250,000 to $335,000. Okay, Netflix wants to hire a AI product manager on a $900,000 salary. Okay, all of this is possible if you learn prompt engineering properly. Okay, prompt engineering, one of the most important skills that you should be learning in this century. You will be learning all A to Z details of prompt engineering in this masterclass. Okay, number two, day to day office. Okay, day to day office work using AI. You'll be learning that how to basically use AI for your workflow automation, how to summarize text and information using AI for data analysis,
Are they
using
like
AI
this?
for speech and presentation, setting up
I'm tell
auto
all
AI
about
email responder using AI to review and improve teamwork. You can use AI to, you'll be learning everything about how to use AI for your client work, for your research and project work as well. Basically, to ensure the highest quality of work for your clients on how to generate research ideas, fact checking, information curation, etc., etc. Number four, you will be learning on how to do job hunting using AI. Okay, there are so many jobs, AI jobs, which are out there, which are not there in portals like Naukri, LinkedIn, etc. Do you want to know how to get those jobs which are not there in LinkedIn, Naukri? You can do that with the help of AI. We'll be teaching that in our job hunting module, which will teach you how you can get a salary hike of up to 60% using AI. You'll be learning how to create very personalized resumes for each company, how to how to navigate through the applicant tracking system, the ATS, how it is called. All of this you'll be learning in our fourth module. The fifth module is about coding using AI. You will even if you have zero knowledge of coding, you will be learning how you can do coding, how you can debug your code, all with the help of AI. Number six, module number six, you'll be learning how to build a side hustle using AI to earn that extra additional income for your for your family. We have seen that even a single person, if they start earning more for their family, the entire economic condition of the entire family increases. So how to build a side hustle using AI to earn that extra income is something that we'll be covering in the sixth module. And in today's world, guys, where your job is not secure, you can lose your job tomorrow as well. So your job is not secure, and so building a side hustle becomes very very important. And this is something that we'll be covering in the sixth module of the masterclass, which is building a side hustle. Number seven, building PPTs using AI. So each and every managerial level position person needs to build PPTs using AI, needs to build PPTs, right? And if you start integrating AI in order to build your PPTs, you will be able to do hours of your work in a matter of seconds. That is the power of AI. And this is what we'll be covering in the seventh module. In the eighth module, you'll be learning everything about AI powered dashboards, about DAX, about AI powered dashboards. All of it you'll be learning in the eighth module, as we learned 5% of it in today's session as well. Excel sheets and analytics using AI, how to improve your Excel skills, data analysis skills. All of this is possible if you start integrating AI into it. And this is something that we'll be covering in the ninth module of the masterclass. And the 10th module of the masterclass is about Microsoft Office 365 mastery. Microsoft Office 365 has launched the AI feature in Microsoft using the Microsoft 365 version, right? It is now launching, Microsoft Copilot as well. Okay, Microsoft Copilot, like it is one of the it is gonna be one of the most craziest of the tools, and you'll be learning all of the features of Microsoft Copilot in this particular 10th module. So basically, you are getting 10 courses in one single masterclass, in which you will be getting certificate. You will be, the first certificate that you'll be getting is on Chat GPT and AI. The second one on Power BI. The third one on Tableau. The fourth one on Excel. The fifth one on MySQL. And that is not it. You will be in total not getting one, not getting two, but 10 certificates. Okay, in one particular masterclass, you'll be getting 10 certificates. Now imagine the kind of impact it will make on your resume and CV if you start integrating 10 certificates in your masterclass. And one of them would be a Power BI one, and one of them would also be a prompt engineering certificate, which is the highest paying skill in this particular century according to the World Economic Forum. Now you might be having this question, Aditya, all of this is good, but I'm very busy in my job or in my college or in my business. How do I make time for it? The best part, guys, the masterclass is broken down into small video lessons which you can go through at your own convenience, at your self-paced at your self pace, basically. And you need to spend only 15 minutes a day. How many of you can commit that they can spend just 15 minutes a day for the next 40 days in order to get that promotion, salary hike which you have always deserved? Can you spend 15 minutes a day in order to grow in your career? Like if you have been stuck in your career for a very long time, like same salary, same package, not getting that recognition from your boss, not being able to grow in your career, can you just spend 15 minutes a day in order to grow your career? Can you do that? Yes, 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 yes.